It's just a little bit too soon for him. He's not played as much games as we all like, but we can all see the quality's there, and yeah, he's full of confidence, and he's learning from the best in David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Sterling. The list goes on, so it's exciting to see.
And Mark, we know that City probably won't be winning the league this season, but they are still on for a possible treble. How important is it to keep momentum up in this competition tonight?
Well, arguably, I think they got the derby at the weekend, but this game is potentially more important. With Liverpool looking like they're going to win the league, it's definitely important to stay in free competitions. The Champions League, obviously, everyone that the City fans want now, but we just have to take one game at a time. But yeah, it's still on, and we can only hope.
So, Micah, you've played in a team that's been on the end of an upset when you were beaten by Wigan in the quarters 6 years ago for City. What was that like? And could something similar happen again this evening?
This game is potentially. Yeah, I think the FA Cup is a magical competition. Anybody can win. I don't see that happening tonight because Man City are full of confidence. But the magic of the FA Cup, anything can happen. But I believe Man City will be too strong tonight. And yeah, it's never nice to lose in a FA Cup. Never nice to lose in any game. But the FA Cup was always special to me, so it was never nice to lose in that.
Micah Richards there. So that game then, City away at Sheffield Wednesday, is live from 7:30 on BBC One. The draw for the quarterfinals follows that. You can watch Tottenham's tie with Norwich on the iPlayer, and there are highlights of Leicester against Birmingham a little later on. Now, England will begin the defence.
Speaking 1, 2, 3.
She Believes Cup in the early hours of Friday. It's a tournament that comes in the run-up to the Tokyo Olympics this summer.
I'm practicing
in their opening game.
Corona Cast, 4th of March.
Katie Gornall is
quarter
in
hour or so
Orlando
before
for us. Katie, it's an
this TV
important game,
programme
isn't it
begins.
for England? And they've got a lot of new players in the mix, right?
They have. It's a hugely important tournament for England, Gavin. It's a tournament that they won 12 months ago, and that gave them the platform to go on a run to the semi-finals of the World Cup, where they were beaten by the eventual champions, the USA. This is actually the first time they'll face the USA since then. And at the moment, you have to say the odds are somewhat stacked against England. The USA, as you say, are on that incredible unbeaten run. They've not conceded a goal in the games that they've played since the World Cup, whereas England are on something of a slump at the moment with only 2 wins and 7. They're also here without one of the best players in the world, their best player, Lucy Bronze, and the informed Beth Mead is also out injured as well. But when we spoke to Phil Neville about that, he pointed to the fact that it gives some of the young players an opportunity, and there are a lot of them in this England squad. 9 of them are under the age of 23, and Neville said to me earlier that it's really changed the dynamic of the team.
The volume's been turned up, there's a lot more noise, there's laughing and joking in terms of, the...
They've not conceded a goal in the games that they've played since the World Cup, whereas England are on something of a slump at the moment with only 2 wins and 7. They're also here without one of the best players in the world, their best player, Lucy Bronze, and the informed Beth Mead is also out injured as well. But when we spoke to Phil Neville about that, he pointed to the fact that it gives some of the young players an opportunity, and there are a lot of them in this England squad. 9 of them are under the age of 23, and Neville said to me earlier that it's really changed the dynamic of the team.
The volume's been turned up, there's a lot more noise, there's laughing and joking in terms of, the...
They've not conceded a goal in the games that they've played since the World Cup, whereas England are on something of a slump at the moment with only 2 wins and 7. They're also here without one of the best players in the world, their best player, Lucy Bronze, and the informed Beth Mead is also out injured as well. But when we spoke to Phil Neville about that, he pointed to the fact that it gives some of the young players an opportunity, and there are a lot of them in this England squad. 9 of them are under the age of 23, and Neville said to me earlier that it's really changed the dynamic of the team.
The volume's been turned up, there's a lot more noise, there's laughing and joking in terms of, the...
They've not conceded a goal in the games that they've played since the World Cup, whereas England are on something of a slump at the moment with only 2 wins and 7. They're also here without one of the best players in the world, their best player, Lucy Bronze, and the informed Beth Mead is also out injured as well. But when we spoke to Phil Neville about that,
Video capture. Bigger. Shut the box. I see. Video capture. Bigger. Shot box. I see. Can't get this chat box sorted out. Can't get this chat box sorted out. Just looking at that chat box off. Which is of annoyance to me. Stuck in my chat box up. Stuck in my chat box up. Well, so tonight on Corona Cast, we're welcoming a special British correspondent, Mr. Nichols, Paul to his friends, a YouTube star in his own right, who's let's say on the front line of the Corona crisis up in the northwest of England. So, Paul, what's been going down, pal?
Yeah, it's not looking good round here. Wythenshawe, Trafford.
Tonight on Corona Cast, we're welcoming a special correspondent.
There's feedback.
Sorry, mate. Mr. Nichols.
Still there, pal.
Still there.
Yeah, are we live?
We're going live still, yeah. So 38 cases, did you say? So, Paul.
Approximately, yeah. It's going up slowly. It was at 81 now. It was at 80.
I know that's national. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking good around here. I think the big thing is that the weekend will be a massive high after last week. You know, there was not many cases.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a big jump.
Sorry, mate.
But I think it's going to grow exponentially. What do you think?
Still there, pal. Well, it was like a multiplication by 9, from something like 9,000 to 81,000 in February. That's what it was worldwide. And I think you're right insofar as Rome, so Italy went from 25 to 50 to 200 to 2,000. Yeah. So that's what it does in times 9. So we got 85 in the UK. I think March. We could just look at March and maybe that'll take us up to 800. Well, national.
The thing is now it's concentrated in a big population centre, so it's in Manchester now and it's in multiple points. So it's only gonna go up and up and up. I mean, for a personal viewpoint, probably the best thing to do is if you're fit and healthy to get it, get better.
So that's
I can see why they want to slow it down.
So we got
But
80,
can they?
85
I
in
don't
the
think
UK.
they can. It's past that.
No.
And I don't
think March. We could just look at March and maybe.
No, but hand sanitizer. Look, if somebody's got it in your house, so you know, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It's just population centres. So yeah, it's closer now. But I don't think. I mean, this could be something. It could be something else. You know, around God. Who knows?
Yeah. The age of pandemics. Yeah. I mean, if you've got a face mask and you say you've got to go to the chemist, it makes sense to a point, doesn't it? To minimise what's coming out of your mouth, I suppose, mouth and nose.
Even an MP stood up today and says, look, there's 500 of us going from London talking to foreign. Then obviously they're like carries they're going back to Stephen to get it. One of them got it then.
Yeah, precisely.
10 and it goes on and on, doesn't it? It's probably going to be more exponential now because from in front it's very important.
Big international airport, really, isn't it? Big Chinese population. A lot of business travel to that Wuhan city and province.
I mean, they're all finding out now those from Italy. So the next big, super country to spread it could be us. Obviously, from here, you go to Ireland.
Yeah.
He's getting to the UK, obviously. He's got here on flights.
Yeah.
From Italy, that's telling us that's what we know, just from obviously.
That's right. What do you think about actually keeping the airports open? It seems logical to me to get them closed down for a while.
It's here, but it's here now, isn't it? It could be a tactic of delaying it, but if they're not coming in by her, then you've got to shut the.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you did that for 2 weeks, you'd contain it.
Public transport. Yeah.
At what rate is it here? But obviously, there's undiagnosed cases. I mean, it's like a silent. One person sneezes in Manchester in a train cabin, and those people go out there. There's just no stopping it. So.
No. The national spread will happen, and it's about personal risk, isn't it? Really, personal risk, personal responsibility of how much travelling you're doing. Really, yeah.
You're not going to get it unless.
Unless your kids bring it back as well, that's the thing. I mean, the point is, if the children are still going to school and they do bring it back, and the children are just going to have a cold, but if you've got a granny or granddad living with you, of course, that's a big risk to them. But then, if you're self-isolating, you just, mum and dad and the kids, then everyone probably will be okay, and you're just keeping it. And you amongst yourselves, as it were, rather than spreading it to all the shops. Responsibility of how back to the schools.
It's the length of time you do that. You have to do that probably for weeks and more. I mean,
unless your kids bring it back as well, that's the thing. I mean, the point is, if the children are still going to school and they do bring it back, and the children are just going to have a cold, but if you've got a granny or granddad living with you,
it's already here. It's here now, but they've still got it in chat.
But then, if you're self-isolating, you just, mum and dad and the kids.
I mean, you've got to go out and get water. Food,
and you're just
not going to work. Who's paying you?
Amongst yourselves. Well, I mean, clearly the economy is shut down in that city and province of Wuhan, and where the megaviruses were before in Hong Kong and South China, they haven't been hit yet because the isolation has worked, let's say, to a point. So
I mean, I don't know about the geography of Wuhan, but I don't think you could do it here. If you had, imagine a roundabout around Manchester, and they managed to seal that with like an aluminium wall, that's the way you could do it. It's too many. You couldn't do that in, say, Manchester or London.
No. Well, I mean, no, you can't isolate a city of Manchester, London size.
There's only like 4 big massive roads going in. They can shut them down.
It's probably more before in Hong Kong and South China, they haven't been.
Yes. It's sort of got the belt around it.
Not as much.
The green belt around it.
That's right. It's not an agglomeration. No.
Other places, because Murray runs into Bolton, runs into Rochdale, into Oldham. They're all.
Yeah, the northwest is an extension of Manchester into the old mill towns, really, just how it always was in terms of industry. Yeah, absolutely. The Pennines kind of blocks things off to a point, doesn't it? And that's it, really. Yeah.
That's it. You've got to go right the way around Halifax, and those roads just get.
Yeah.
How do you know if you've not got flu, if you've not got a cold, or you've got the virus, it's not, you don't want to be trekking out, do you, to a health centre full of snotty people.
No.
Yeah, the Northwest is an extension to Manchester.
Oh, that's the official, absolutely. It's the official advice not to visit a doctor's or GP surgery, no.
Yeah.
No.
I think they can test it by a swab, it seems. So, I mean, where can you get those kits from and that?
Well, it's the the catch-22 going out to find a testing location, isn't it? Really?
I think they were doing it outside.
Better, but yeah. Outside schools would make sense, for example. I don't know how they're going to feel about train stations or reducing bus services, but March is the critical month.
That's the official, absolutely.
So we're out in Spain, of course, and we're not near a major city. We're on the coast, and it's not where you tend to find cities. Barcelona and Valencia being the exceptions, and Malaga. The concentration of it is in Madrid at the moment. A few cases in Valencia brought back by a Chinese worker. But we're not apparently we're not seeing it in this major holiday and retirement area. But we're a little bit worried about the family traffic, let's say, coming in the Easter holidays. Yeah, we're a bit worried about that.
Spain, of course, but we're not near a major city.
I guess it's
cold. Between 10 and 15, 18, so is that's like an ideal climate for it.
That's interesting. I mean, I think you've got about 8 degrees today, Northern England, having the Northwest about 8 degrees, my mum was saying.
So is it linked to the weather?
So it's slightly warmer, it's slightly warmer in it. It was a warm February here. You've had a lot of rain, so maybe above average temperatures, but lots and lots of precipitation. It's thought that warm winters cause flus to spread. Yeah.
People go out when it's dry today, so I bet we see a spike tomorrow if it dries. I mean, at the rate it's growing now from 50 till nearly 90.
No. Easily, can be doubling every couple of days.
Like these population centres, you've had a lot of rain. If you're looking at that,
so maybe above average temperatures, but lots and
each
lots of precipitation.
Each sort of cities or towns.
It's thought that warm winters cause cases spread.
People will stay in. I've got flu, but I feel alright. I'll go to work. Probably could have it. You don't know.
They could have it.
What else is there?
I just remember living in the Northwest and always having something over winter, which carried on into March and April. It was the colds, really. It was a few chest complaints. I'm an asthmatic. I'm a worse sort of person to pick up a new flu, let's say. But I always have, this time of year, I always have something going on. You know, it could be a sore throat one week, it can be a cough the next week.
My advice is stock up on ginger, turmeric, things like that. The natural onion, antibacterial. Yeah, I mean, the virus.
A lot of those mixed in with hot drinks. Yeah.
Surely the
I just remember living in the Northwest and always having something.
You'll
have a go. I'd also recommend in boosting your immune system to take it on.
I reckon Manuka garlic
Tuck it with that and lots of hot drinks. Take lots of vitamin pills. Do steam baths, etc. Yeah.
Oranges, lemons, been known to kill.
Lemon.
Definitely the lemon. I mean, you don't need
those
to be rushing out and buying these hand sanitizers for 50 quid. You use soap and warm water. Wash your hands and kill it.
I suppose if you need to travel, those hand washes are useful.
I mean,
but
you can make your own.
At home, you don't need them.
Isopropyl alcohol is actual.
Take lots of vitamin pills.
You can make. Obviously, you're going to clear out that hand sanitizer. At the end of the day,
Yeah. Good advice, man. Yeah.
It's only like £3 a bottle, isn't it? The little vodka. Use vodka.
Exactly, man. Yeah, just get your alcohol mixed in with a bit of a hot beverage. Yeah, you get your Bunsen burner out and distill some white lightning. That'll probably go straight through your hands. Yeah, I'm sure it's more than a bit acidic. But I'm sure it'll kill a virus. Maybe you could just clean your kitchen with white lightning.
Maybe a lot of people could just have a wash.
Clean your house with something coming off license. Yeah, just more washing, really. I mean, the amount of people who leave the toilet without flushing and without washing their hands and just leave it all over the toilet. Yeah, who would go out, man? Exactly.
If they say you can smell shit, then obviously it tastes different shit. Yeah, I mean, like, open tissues in toilets is a big no-no.
Yeah, I'm sure it's more than a bit acidic.
Yeah, I wouldn't use any public toilets.
No.
Imagine all the snot everywhere.
I'd say a bit of time out from the pub, really, you know. I mean, people are going to work, but I mean, I'd forget about getting drunk on Friday night for maybe a couple of weeks.
Well, yeah.
House party.
Mixing, yeah.
Who would go out, man? Yeah, there's enough mixing in the office anyway. You know, I'd recommend some home working. You know, maybe go out and visit some people. That's fine, but yeah. Who's that? Oh, the family's coming to say hello. Any cases at school, Alfie?
Any cases of Ebola? No, not
Ebola. Really, you know. Of course they are, like the kids in Italy, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see come St. Patrick's Day, really, if the plague has taken a hold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Paul. Nice one, mate. So that was Paul Nicholls. He's going to be on the soccer in about half an hour. I think the BBC's got City.
The channel's looking good, and I like the graphics.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, yet to get Frankie online, but that was great hearing from you. Yeah, good luck to the north of England, Paul. Thanks again, mate.
Bye now.
Cheers. Bye bye. Of course they are, like the kids in Italy. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see come St. Patrick's Day, really, if the plague has taken a hold. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, Paul. Nice one, mate. So that was Paul Nicholls. He's going to be on the soccer in about half an hour. I think the BBC's got City.
The channel's looking good, and I like the graphics.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, yet to get Frankie online, but that was great hearing from you. Yeah, good luck to the north of England, Paul. Thanks again, mate.
Bye now.
Cheers. Bye bye. Of course they are, like the kids in Italy. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see come St. Patrick's Day, really, if the plague has taken a hold. Oh, yeah.